Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is lebonem. I am an international student studying in the US in Texas, studying psychology with a concentration in neuroscience. I'm not sure if that's important, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. So I have been meaning to do this video for the longest, ever since I returned from South Africa last summer from renewing my student visa, and I just never got to it. So now I'm like, you know what, this is actually important information because I did not find anybody that did this interview waiver, so I thought that I should share my experience because pretty sure a lot of people are trying to figure out how to do it, what and everything. So first things first is that my student visa expired December 2023. So I went to community college. I was issued a 3-year visa. I went to community college for like 2.5 years because I wanted to stay an additional semester to do speech and debate stuff. I immediately transferred once I graduated to a 4-year university, and I had like a little bit of like 6 months overlapping so I could attend the 4-year university. So my visa expired December 2023. It's okay for your visa to expire while you are enrolled in a school. It's just a matter of you cannot travel in and outside of the US once your visa is expired, but you are 100% legal and you are okay as long as you are maintaining your I-20. So I will be reading from the travel.state.gov website. This is where I initially found a lot of my information. Although it made sense, but it also did not make sense because I did not know exactly what I needed to do and how this procedure works. So I'm going to walk you guys through what I did and also the concerns that I had and everything that entails doing a interview, waiver, visa, appointment, renewal. So anyways, I figured that I wanted to renew my student visa, but one of the things that I first found out is that you cannot renew your student visa within the US. You have to actually leave the US and go to your home country to renew your visa. Just want to get that out there. You cannot renew your student visa while you are in the US. So essentially there's 2 ways in doing that. You can renew your visa in your home country by going to a in-person interview appointment, or the other option that is a interview waiver appointment. Those are the only 2 appointment styles, I guess, where you can renew your visa. I personally wanted to do the interview waiver because I have 3 other US visas or 2 other US visas, and I just felt like doing another in-person interview could just, I just didn't want to go through the interview process again because getting my student visa, that appointment was quite daunting. It was 10 minutes long. They were grilling me because prior to that I had 2 US visas, which was a visitor's visa and a au pair visa, J1 visa. So getting my student visa was quite traumatic, but I did end up getting it. But I just didn't want to go through the interview thing again. So that's why I opted to do the appointment waiver or the interview waiver. So essentially my school, obviously they advised me to do that in person because it's quick, it's on the spot, you know your decision, you get your visa and you're able to come back. But I wasn't in a rush really because I hadn't been home in the last 3 years. So I was like, I don't care however long it takes. However, I was on a time limit because I had to return to the US because I had a summer student job that I had to return to. So I was in South Africa for about 3 weeks, and this process took 2.5 weeks. Literally the Friday so I was supposed to leave on a Monday. That Friday I got my visa. So it was quite pushing it there, but I ended up getting it. So the process in getting it, obviously I'm hoping that you're watching this video, you actually have a student visa because then you kind of know the process. But getting your student visa is the same way you're going to try to get this appointment waiver. You're going to go through the online immigration, DS-160, fill in that online application, do your photo, and then once you're done with that, it will redirect you to go to your country's appointment website where you can schedule an appointment within your home country, which I chose Johannesburg because I live near Johannesburg. And I got my student visa appointment in Durban. So this time I was like, I just want to do it in Johannesburg. That way I don't want to complicate things. But the reason why I went to Durban is because it was during COVID and Durban was the only place that was taking in-person interviews. But that is another discussion. But basically, after you've done your appointment, you are going to go to your country's website to schedule the interview. And this is the part where I was confused because I was like, I don't want an interview. How do I do this? But when you are on that website, you are going to answer some questions. And those questions are basically going to be, have you been refused a visa before? Have your visa been revoked? Have you had additional visas besides this visa that you're applying for? And I think that if you answer no, yes, or whatever to those questions, it will tell you if you are eligible for a interview waiver. I have never been refused a visa. My visas have never been revoked. I have had other visas besides a visitor's visa, and I think there's other criteria. There's a certain criteria you need to meet, and basically there's no indication of visa ineligibility. Once you do that and figure that out, it will tell you, okay, you are eligible for an appointment waiver or an interview waiver. If you obviously answer no or yes to some of those questions, you might not be eligible. So you getting that appointment interview waiver is dependent on your history with visas, essentially. So you obviously as an individual cannot choose to want to get an interview appointment waiver. It is based on if you meet certain criteria. I met that criteria, and that's how I was able to schedule an interview waiver. The only thing that I don't like about this process is that you don't know this until you're actually in the scheduling thing. Like, you cannot now decide not to do it anymore. But I mean, you've already done the online thing, you've submitted your photo, you have, done all of these things. And I think you need to pay prior to getting to this step, or it's other way around. But either way, at this point, when you get to this moment, you kind of committed to renewing your visa. And it's kind of not up to you if you want to get an interview waiver or do it in person. But anyways, pay $185, and once you're done with the process, it will tell you like, lebonem, this is your time to send your paperwork. And what they'll do is they'll give you a list of items that you need to include in your envelope, and they will give you a list of things again that you need to insert in your envelope, and they will give you like a barcode or like a thing that is very unique to those that qualify for an interview waiver. You will put that in your envelope as well. The process was pretty easy actually. Once you submit your stuff in an envelope, you take it to DHL, but you can only do this in your home country, by the way. So once I got home, that's when I was able to put my stuff in the envelope, do everything, and send it to DHL. You cannot do this process while you are still in the US. You have to be in your home country and then send those papers to the consulate. So I just want to make that clear. Once I sent my papers and everything, I just had to wait. There is like a tracking number system that you can kind of track where your paperwork is in the journey or in the process. And for me, it was stagnant for the first week, if not for the first 2 weeks.
Hi, so I just checked my application status for my visa. Today is May 29th. Just to put things into perspective for you, I dropped off my visa literally the day I landed. So I landed on the 15th. I dropped my visa off at DHL on the 16th. On the 17th, it arrived. It was delivered at the embassy at 10 o'clock. And then literally a week later, the next Friday, the 25th of May, because you can kind of like track where your application or what that updates. So I checked my update and it says case was created on the 25th of May. Mind you, I have 1 more week remaining until I need to get on a plane. So today is the 29th of May. I just checked my status, and it says that the last update edit was yesterday, May 28th. So literally today is voting day. But today is a holiday, essentially. So I've lost 2 days because Monday was Memorial Day and today is a voting day, so it's a holiday. I don't know if they'll be open or closed, but my thing is, there probably will be. I don't know. They're American, so I don't think they would need to vote, but it's a public holiday, so there goes that. So essentially it gives me Thursday and Friday and Monday. It gives me like 2.5 days, because Monday 8 p.m. I need to be on the plane. Gives me, we can say, 3 days to have my visa in my hand, and I leave on Monday 3rd of June. So I am a bit concerned, not gonna lie, but at the same time I know everything that I want in this world works out because I have planned it out. I know what I'm doing, essentially. So I'm not too stressed, but I'm starting to get a little bit concerned because I start work June 6th. So that is my current dilemma. It's all gonna work out the way it's supposed to work out. My life has been working out the way I needed it to work out. So I feel like this is just that thing, you know? So we'll see.
Those last 3 days, once they updated, like, your paperwork has been received, it's in processing, the process kind of went very quickly. But again, it took about, 2.5 weeks. But other than that, once it said it has been approved, which I was very, very, very nervous, because, you know, you never know. I mean, they could say no. But I just thought that because I'm in the middle of my program, why would they say no? But again, you never know. They said it was approved, and I just had to go to Santon to go pick it up. I picked it up, and that was the end of things. I'm here at DHL. Got my package, and they returned all of my documents, so I didn't have to do that I-20 shipping thing, but it's fine. Now I know, and you guys also know if you were to do it too. And I have a visa in my passport. It was issued today, 31st of May 2024, and I'm getting on that flight June 3rd 2024. So definitely everything worked out in my favor, and totally recommend doing a F1 visa interview waiver because Nje, chef's kiss. One thing that I will tell you guys is I kind of panicked because I did not have my I-20. I thought that they would throw all my paperwork away, but they ended up sending those paperwork back with my passport, my I-20, my transcripts, everything. So just rest assured that you are going to get your paperwork back. Don't be like me where I panicked and I had to pay an additional $200 for the school to send me a new I-20 because I didn't know if I was going to get my I-20. So anyways, that's the case. If you follow the rules, everything will be simple. You will be able to get your renewed student visa, and I got mine and they added an additional 4 years. So my visa now expires in 2027. But again, in order for it to be valid, you have to be in school. So yeah, that's pretty much the process. I know I kind of spoke fast and everything, but I kind of just wanted to get the process out there. Quite simple, basic, straight to the point. I will submit something in the description box to show you step by step and links that you can click on to read more about this. But good luck in your process. You've got this. Just believe that you will get it. And as long as you're honest and you are truly wanting to be a student, then everything will work out fine. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh, I guess before I go though, I do want to say that I do have a playlist where I have other videos talking about J1 to F1, how to book your appointment. So if you are interested in any of those, go check out my playlist on visas and stuff like that. Anyways, bye.
1, 2, 3, 4